All right, so we're past July, obviously. More than 170,000 Americans are now dead from this pandemic over the past 5 or 6 months. Are 170,000 dead Americans, would you still suggest that this has been a success story?
Yes, look, there was a lot of challenges. This has been a global pandemic, a lot of unprecedented challenges. Again, the first phase of it, people didn't know what to expect. A lot of it was happening in different states. The president was able to rush the supplies that we needed. Now we're in the middle phase where we're using all the knowledge we have right now to deal with strategically how do we learn from what we had and protect the vulnerable. Right now we're rushing resources to the nursing homes. There were a lot of nursing homes that were left unprotected early on by different governors in different states. Right now we're making sure that we're doubling and tripling down on the nursing homes. If you look at the economy, which is what I was referring to, we were in a position where the entire economy was locked down, and President Trump passed the first stimulus. He did a lot of interventions. Our economy contracted by much less than our European counterparts who may have done different things in different ways. And what we've been able to do is have a very strong rebound. So I do think that, again, we're getting the vaccine. We're making great progress. This pandemic will pass. This is a pandemic that was not the fault of Democrats or Republicans. It came over from China. It hit us like it hit the rest of the world. We've done our best. The case fatality rate has dropped tremendously. We've developed a lot of therapeutics. If you get the virus today, the risk of dying is much less than it was 5 months ago. That's because we've learned a lot. We've continued to operate, but we're still allowing Americans to live their lives, obviously with some restrictions. The president has strongly encouraged people to wear masks, to socially distance, to wash their hands, practice good hygiene. But we have to keep America's economy going because you don't want to end up on the other side of this with a country that can't be rebuilt. And so we will emerge from this much stronger than ever before. The president's invoked the Defense Production Act many times. We've started bringing back a lot of our jobs from overseas, from China, from other places. We're manufacturing now hundreds of millions of masks and all different kinds of PPE. We're bringing a lot of the essential drugs back on shore. So look, this has been a big challenge for America. It's been a big challenge for everyone in the world. But President Trump's leadership has definitely brought us to a place where we're able to get through it as strongly as possible, given obviously the tremendous challenges that we face.
I will just press you, Jared. 1,000 Americans dying every day is not a success, right?
Well, look, you want to keep that number to be as low as possible. One American, dying every day is too much. But if you look at where we were back in April, we had 2,500 Americans dying a day. And again, it was because the virus was spreading out of control. We didn't have a lot of knowledge of who it faces. But if you look at the case fatality rate, obviously it's gone down. So the people who are most vulnerable are people who are over 70 and people who are in nursing homes, people who have comorbidities. And what we've been able to do is figure out the right calibration of policies to strategically deploy our resources. So again, we could talk about the virus. I came on today to talk about the president's historic Middle East peace deal, which obviously was the first peace deal in the region in the last 26 years. I believe you were at the last one, which was with Jordan. You mentioned that to me at the White House. But at some point, I'm hoping we'll get a chance to talk about that today. Thank you.